Okay, before I say anything else, I need you to understand that what I am about to show you is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is not crypto, it is not gambling, it is not some shady app that promises you passive income while you sleep. What this is a step-by-step, week-by-week plan that a regular person with just $100 or 80 pounds in their pocket can realistically use to reach $1,000 in 30 days. And I know how that sounds. I know you've heard promises like this before, so let me tell you what makes this different before you click away. I am not going to ask you to invest in anything risky. I am not going to tell you to sell your car or work 20-hour days. Every single strategy in this video has been used by real people, some of them starting with less than $100 to generate their first $1,000. Not by being lucky, not by having connections, by being smart, fast, and intentional for 30 days. But here is the part that will make you either stay or leave, and I hope you stay, because I am also going to tell you the one mistake that causes most people to fail at exactly the point where the money starts coming in. Most videos never talk about this. I am going to show you exactly what it is and how to avoid it. Stay until the end, because the strategy in step 4 alone has helped people flip $100 into over $800 in a single weekend. Let's go. First, let's be honest about what $100 actually is. Let's not romanticize this. $100, or about 80 pounds, is not a lot of money. It won't buy you a course, fund a startup, or give you a safety net. What it will do is give you just enough to activate the one resource that actually creates the $1,000, and that resource is your time, your skills, and your speed of execution. This plan is built on 4 pillars, one for each week of the month. Each week builds on the last, and by day 30, if you follow this honestly, $1,000 is not just possible, it is the natural result. Here is exactly how. Flip what you already own. Turn clutter into capital. Week 1 is not about your $100 yet. Week 1 is about looking around the space you are sitting in right now and realizing there is money hiding in plain sight. Old phones, clothes you haven't worn in a year, trainers still in the box, textbooks from college, kitchen gadgets gathering dust, a spare monitor, old gaming gear, furniture you meant to get rid of. Every single one of those things is worth something to someone, and platforms like Facebook Marketplace, eBay, Depop, and Vinted will connect you to that person within hours. This is not a theory. The average UK household has over £3,000 worth of unused items sitting in drawers, wardrobes, and lofts. In the US, that number is even higher. You are not poor, you are sitting on an untapped car boot sale. Set a target for week 1. Sell 5 to 8 items. Price them 15 to 20% below market value so they move fast. Speed matters more than squeezing every penny right now. You are building momentum, not running a shop. Facebook Marketplace listings in the US and UK receive an average of 3 to 7 enquiries within the first 24 hours for price-to-sell items. Most people who try this are shocked at how quickly cash arrives. Week 1 target. List at least 8 items by day 2. Aim to close $150 to $200 in sales by day 7. Reinvest nothing yet. Stack the cash. Your $100 stays untouched this week. Sell a skill, not your time, your output. Here is what I want to challenge directly. The belief that you have nothing to offer, because I have never met a person who genuinely had 0 marketable skills. What I have met are people who massively undervalue what they already know. Can you write clearly? Graphic design, even at a basic level? Edit videos? Build a simple spreadsheet or presentation? Speak a second language? Do basic bookkeeping? Fix things around the house? Take good photos? Know how to use Canva, ChatGPT, or social media effectively. Every single one of those is something a local business or busy professional will pay for this week. This is where your $100 comes in. Use it to create simple printed flyers, run a small Facebook or Instagram ad targeting local businesses, or list a service on Fiverr, Bark.com, or TaskRabbit. You are not building a business yet. You are landing 2 or 3 quick jobs this week. The average Fiverr gig for basic design, writing, or editing work earns between $50 and $150 per order. Landing just 3 gigs in week 2 puts you at $150 to $450 from services alone, on top of your week 1 sales. Keep your offer simple. One clear thing, one clear price, one clear way to contact you. Complexity kills sales, especially when you're moving fast. Week 2 target. Earn $200 to $250 from 2 to 3 service jobs. Combined with week 1, you should be approaching $400 to $450 by day 14. Buy low, sell high. The retail arbitrage weekend. By week 3, you should have somewhere between $350 and $500 in hand. Now, and only now, is it time to deploy capital strategically. This is where retail arbitrage comes in. Retail arbitrage simply means buying something at a low price and selling it at a higher price. And before you think this requires some genius-level insight, it does not. It requires a Saturday morning and your phone. Visit charity shops, car boot sales, or clearance aisles in major retailers. Use the Amazon Seller app or eBay's Sold Listings feature to check what items actually sell online before you buy. Look for branded clothing, collectibles, Lego sets, books, kitchenware, electronics, and vintage items. The gap between what charity shops charge and what eBay buyers pay is often 300 to 500%. Spend $100 to $150 of your accumulated cash carefully on items you have verified will sell, not things you think will sell, things the data says have already sold recently at the price you need. Experienced retail arbitrage sellers in the UK report average margins of 200 to 400% on charity shop finds. In the US, clearance flipping on Amazon FBA is a multi-billion-dollar industry, but you don't need scale to profit from the same principle this weekend. Week 3 target. Turn your $100 to $150 arbitrage spend into $300 to $350 in sales. Combined total should hit $700 to $750 by day 21. The mistake that kills momentum and the move that crosses $1,000. Remember in the intro I mentioned the one mistake that causes most people to fail right at the point where the money starts coming in? Here it is, and it's so simple it's almost embarrassing. They spend it. The moment $300 lands in their account, suddenly there's a bill that needs paying, a friend's birthday, a thing they've been wanting to buy. The money evaporates, the momentum collapses, and they're back to square one, except now they're more exhausted and more cynical than before. Week 4 is not about a new strategy. Week 4 is about protecting what you have built and closing the gap with one final push. Go back to what worked in weeks 1 through 3. Relist any unsold items at a slightly lower price. Offer a returning client a second service at a small discount. Run one more arbitrage find. Post about your services on every platform you haven't tried yet. Nextdoor, local Facebook groups, community notice boards, WhatsApp groups. You are $250 to $300 away from $1,000 by now. That's achievable in 7 days if you treat it with the same urgency you had on day 1. The rule: do not break it. Open a separate account or digital wallet right now and move every pound or dollar you earn from this plan into it immediately. Do not touch it. Do not borrow from it. Treat it like it belongs to someone else until day 30. This one rule is the difference between people who finish this challenge and people who almost did. Week 4 target. Close the final $250 to $300 gap through relisting, repeat clients, and one final flip. Hit $1,000 by day 30. Then, and only then, decide intentionally what this money does next. 4 weeks, 4 strategies, 0 excuses. This plan works, but only for people who actually start. Not tomorrow, not after they feel more ready, today. Because the single biggest difference between people who turn $100 into $1,000 and people who watch videos about it and do nothing is just that. They started. Now, here is your challenge. Screenshot the week-by-week targets right now, week 1 through week 4. Write today's date next to day 1 and start your day 1 task before you go to sleep tonight. List something, post something, do something. If you found this plan genuinely useful, smash the like button and drop a comment right now. Tell me, which week of this plan are you most nervous about? It takes 2 seconds and helps this video reach the person out there who really needs it. Subscribe because next week we're covering exactly how to take that $1,000 and turn it into a system that generates money every single month, not just once.